Welcome everyone to the CU Rec Center for today's main event, the Colorado Buffaloes and the Colorado State Rams. Boy, am I excited for this one, guys.
Yeah, this is my favorite game of the year every time it comes around. Nothing beats it, so I'm excited to be back here.
I'm Alex Roberts, that's Jared Miller, that's Aiden Glockner. We are your broadcast team tonight, and we're going to give you coverage of this epic Rocky Mountain Faceoff. So, Colorado coming into this one, 5-1-7. They've won a game in overtime. They've lost more than they won. Colorado State, they thrive in those extra time sessions. They have 5 overtime or shootout wins this season. They played in 7 of those games total, and they almost played in an 8 last night. If it weren't for a goal from Connor Petrangelo in the final minutes to get the Rams a 3-2 lead, which of course they held on and scored an empty netter to reach the final score of 4-2 last night. Buffs trying to right the ship tonight with the win on their home turf.
Yeah, and the Buffs just recently won an overtime game as well. 7-6 against Missouri State, their previous home game here. So, you talk about that overtime prowess by Colorado State, and obviously Colorado has only been to 1 overtime, but they have won that 1 overtime. So perhaps should we go to that extra frame, there could be, a better chance than perhaps the record looks for the Buffs here.
Both of these teams come in neck and neck in the most recent ACHA rankings. Colorado placed at about 37-36. Colorado State 1 place behind them. Going into this weekend, of course, Colorado State is 1-0 so far against CU this season. Colorado trying to even that up tonight.
And last year when these two teams met for the first time, Colorado won the first game here in Boulder before losing to Colorado State up in Fort Collins. It switched around this time for Game 1. We'll see how Game 2 goes in just a couple minutes.
Well, Game 2 has been where Colorado has thrived. They've not been able to put together a 2-game sweep of an opponent very much this season, but when they've lost the first game, they've come out with a fire the following game. They're 3-1 in Game 2s, in Game 2s in which they lost the previous night. So this team knows how to recover after a loss.
Yeah, you were talking about that basically one series in which they completed the sweep of both games, that being San Diego State back in mid-late September. And yeah, other than the UCO series in which Colorado lost both of them, I believe you're right. Other than that one game, they're very, very good in these Game 2s, and especially coming home here with the crowd. Colorado has all the momentum. Their previous Game 2, like I just said, they won 7-6 in overtime. So what can they do in this Game 2?
And one of the bigger changes is Matt Server started the first game in Fort Collins last night. Ogwen seems to have the net tonight for the Buffs, and that's a switch that we've seen a couple times this season, and that's helped resulted in the second game win when Ogwen's in net. So we'll have to see if that's the case again tonight against the Rams.
Well, last night in Fort Collins, it went down to the wire. 2-2 tied until the final minute when Colorado State took the lead. But a big story coming out of that game, Luke Gosnell for Colorado and Noah Decker for Colorado State, both ejected for game misconduct in the second period. The question coming tonight were if both those players were going to play the match here in Boulder, 8-2, lost in Fort Collins the next day, and then the final series of the year that these two teams played each other just did not go CU's way. They're trying to really get their first win against CU since a year ago to the day, December 2nd, 2022, was their last win against Colorado State.
Yeah, and they had that one here in Boulder in late February last year, and unfortunately it just went the other way. Up 3-0 were the Buffs, and they gave up 5 straight goals to lose that 5-3 in regulation, and just an unfortunate ending, especially against your rival for the Buffs last season. So you're right, Alex. Obviously we lost last night 4-2, and I'm excited to hopefully get a win here tonight.
These two teams look very different than what they were just a year ago. Colorado lost a couple players, and Quinn Streppel, the captain. They also lost Johnny Peterson, who's a big force on the defensive pairing. But these new additions of Douglas Wood, Brody Pearson, and Rat Marcinkevičius have really boosted this team this season so far.
Yeah, Marcinkevičius has been fantastic. George Issa, who I don't believe is in tonight, we didn't see him in warm-ups, also fantastic. And a lot of players we discussed not getting fully on the scoreboard, but their playing has had a huge impact on ice in-game situations.
And then Wood and Pearson obviously near the top of the score sheet on the team as well. So really these new additions are having big impacts on the season, and maybe we'll see more of that tonight.
Colorado State, the big addition, Connor Petrangelo. 5 goals, 5 assists, including the game winner last night in the final minute of regulation. Been a huge addition to this team. But for me, what I want to focus on, the departures.
Yeah.
Max Deverodinnis and Max Kleiner, 2 of their biggest threats on this Ram team, not on the team this year.
Yeah, they were massive threats during the 4 games last season, and the 2 we were able to broadcast here in Boulder and just got in all over the scoring were those 2. And I don't remember the exact stats, but I know they were definitely had a big hand in that 5 goal comeback.
Remember, Kleiner
against
had
the
that
Buffs.
7-point night in Fort
Yes.
Collins the night before when they won 13-2.
Yep.
So obviously a huge departure for this Rams team, but they've got a lot of that solid depth that they have been using for a long time. So Colorado, coming into this one, really struggling. They can't get the job done in game 1. They've done well in game 2s. What is the key to success for Colorado tonight?
I think they need to get a lead. They didn't get a lead last night. They were down 1-0, 2-1, and then eventually 3-0 or 3-2, 4-2. So I think if they can get up to the early lead, it gives them a better chance, obviously, than having to keep chasing the Rams.
I would say a very good point, and in addition to that, I would say consistency, honestly. The Buffs need to be consistent in all 3 zones on the ice. They need to be consistent in their D-zone coverage and need to be consistent in both looking for good high-danger offensive chances and finishing on them. The Buffs, this D1 team has a lot of issue looking for that perfect play, that perfect pass, and against a team like this, Colorado State, who's pretty good, they need to not do that.
Well, we are so excited here at Scope Up Sports to bring you coverage of tonight's Rocky Mountain Face-Off. Puck drop in just about 3 minutes. We'll be back in just a few minutes to bring you puck drop between the Buffs and the Rams. Welcome to the CU Rec Center for tonight's main event. The Buffaloes and the Rams take two after last night's thrilling finish in Fort Collins.
I'm excited, Alex. I'm very excited.
Against the Buffs, going back to last season. Buffs trying to avoid a 5-game losing streak to Colorado State. And man, this is obviously one of the biggest games. You saw how loud the crowd was. The atmosphere in here is electric right now. The atmosphere at the CU Rec Center tonight is electric. See the amount of people. This place is packed, full to the brim, full capacity, and there's even a massive wall of people watching on from the concourse. Aiden, who are the starting goaltenders here tonight?
Yeah, for the Rams here we have once again the man who started all 4 games against the Buffs last year, Sam Simon, number 31. He has an amazing record of 10-5-2 this season, giving up on average just a little bit more than 3 goals per game. Very good save percentage, for him, no shutouts. Now on the other end, our home goalie, Liam Ogwen, in net, number 29 for the Buffs. Slightly higher on average goals allowed per game, and a slightly lower save percentage. But overall, these 2 goalies are good, they can get at it.
Buffs and Rams underway from the CU Rec Center. Starting forward line, Trunco, Borghi, and DiDomizio, Kite and Ferguson, the defensive pairing that starts tonight for Colorado. DiDomizio has it into the boards, tries to squeeze it towards Borghi, back to DiDomizio, looking in the corner. Puck pops right in front of the crease. Simon quickly plays it away. Borghi keeps the pressure on. Kept away by the Rams. Here's Latkovsky, the leading point scorer and one of the better players here in the WCHL, and of course the best player for Colorado State.
Latkovsky, a ton of points here for the Rams, and you got to watch out for a player like him if you're the Buffs here. You want to nullify any chances he can get.
Good poke check off of Maestas. Here's Pearson. shoots one, scores! Brody Pearson gets the Buffs off and rolling. 1-0 Buffs on the first shot of the game.
What a shot there from Pearson. Used the defender as a screen and picks the corner right over the glove of Simon. An early lead here for the Buffs, just less than a minute in, and there it is, the lead.
Off to a real quick start. That leads you on, Jared, and similar to how they played that second game versus Missouri State here a couple weekends ago, getting that quick early first goal and never really looking back.
Ogwin makes his first stop of the game. Not really a total shot, but corrals the bouncing puck and that glove he loves to use. Just over a minute in, and just like that, it's 1-0 Buffs. Draw control by the Rams. Here's Shaw. Shaw trying to put that on net, right on the side of the net. Net moved a little bit, not off its moorings though, just yet. This will go all the way back down to Sam Simon. He'll just tap it towards Justin Rudrow. Leaves it behind, and Shaw takes control for the Rams. Shaw loses control a little bit, but is able to get it away to a fellow green jersey. Here's Rudrow now, across the blue line. Justin Rudrow drops it off, gets it poked away by Hartman, and now Kenny takes over. Kenny over to Pashenik. Here's Pearson, has already one goal tonight, looking for two, and he can't get the one move over there. Now a chance in front of the slot gets knocked away by Colorado State. Here's Connor Petrangelo that scored that game-winning goal for the Rams in the final minute of last night's contest. Kenny able to get it away towards Hartman. He's going to be able to tap it to McConaughey. Now Wood taps it up for McConaughey. This line puts up the first goal of the game with Brody Pearson getting the opening goal in tonight's matchup. McConaughey.
Pearson and Wood in the top three scoring outside of McConaughey for the Buffs here. Two of them getting back on the board in the first minutes.
That one just wide. Kate's shot tipped there by Wood. Doesn't get all he wanted on it. McConaughey going for a physical play and gets an uproar from the crowd. McConaughey looking towards Keaton Foy, who's playing tonight as an extra forward for the Buffs, as he continues to just have it in a 1-on-4 and keeps it in the Rams zone. Kate shoots in the slap. Is made by Simon, and he's just able to cover. Boy, Keaton Foy was right there to capitalize if he doesn't glove it.
Yeah, great way to keep the pressure on and not back off. Another couple grade A chances there for the Buffs. Simon able to keep that one out.
Keaton Foy takes the faceoff and wins the faceoff. Ferguson going down towards Blake Blevins. Past Bandoni, a nice tip to keep it in CU's possession.
Bandoni, that extra forward we believe tonight in for Issa, and what a really nice poke play there to prevent a nice rush break happening for the Rams.
Ferguson behind his own net. Jack Ferguson, a lob pass looking for Blevins. It's a little far. Taken by Ty Doan for Colorado State. Colorado trying to keep possession in their offensive zone. A stick is loose on the ice, and there's a shot from Caleb Gold. And Simon is able to make the stop. Doan picks it up. Gets that pass to Riley Huntbon. Huntbon trying to work around Luke Gosnell. Back in the lineup tonight after getting ejected from Friday night's contest. That shot deflected away by the stick of DiDomizio. Gold clears the zone. And now Borghi just taps it for Gosnell. Gosnell sends it in. Goes behind the Colorado State net, and the puck has been iced.
High flying first 4 minutes. What a pace that this game has
The
started
energy.
off to. Energy in this in the building, in the rink right now. You can see when fans packed here. Even on the windows. I told you guys that they'd have the windows, but they painted over them and they're still making it work.
Offensive zone draw for the Rams. Ref's waiting for a signal. He gets it. He'll send DiDomizio out of the circle. Trunco will take the face-off for Colorado. Face-off control by Colorado right there. Goes behind the Buffs net. Borghi over there for the Buffs, taken away by Latkovsky. Shoots one, tough angle, and O'Gwen's got the stop. DiDomizio picks up the floating puck, and he's going to try and get that pass to Borghi. He does. He'll just leave it for Caleb Gold. Gets it to Trunco. Trunco in the attacking zone. Pivots, gets that pass towards Gold. Can't make the play. Rams will take over. Latkovsky giving it to Petrezek. He's going to take down Kenny, and now a big hit from Adam Trunco.
That's going to be a penalty.
And I don't know about that call. Certainly a big hit in the corner by Trunco there, but I believe he was close enough to the goal.
Pietrangelo shoots one, and O'Gwen makes the stop. About a minute gone on this power play for the Rams.
Yeah, slight technical issues there. Think we got figured out.
You didn't miss much. Rams on the power play. Petrezek doing a big loop-de-loop, and now he loses the puck. Hartman trying to clear, it goes off. I think the linesman kept in by the Rams now. Both teams still fighting for the puck, and now it's cleared by the Buffs with 45 seconds to go on the Trunco penalty. Rams move up the ice once again. Here's Noah Decker, also back in the lineup for the Rams after being ejected from last night's contest. Decker trying to get that pass towards Doan. Buffs trying to clear and overskated by Bunting. Kept in by the Rams. Shot high over the net.
Bunting's going to go to the box for hooking there.
And so one of the big issues the Buffs had in last night's game was taking a bunch of penalties, and they're not off to a great start. 2 penalties here in the first 10 minutes. Bunting will share the box with Trunco for 12 seconds.
And not even the last game, it's just been the last while for the Buffs. They've just had issues with penalties versus Missouri State, versus Utah, versus the past number of teams that they played against. They just can't be doing that.
So Justin Vickers, one of the 2 captains on this team, along with Trent Cowden, will take the face-off for the Rams. It's won by Colorado State. Tidone trying to keep it in. Kate gloves it down, and he leaps up and clears. Boy, pretty athletic play there from Jesse Kate.
Back to 5-on-4 now.
Trunco's out of the box. And now the Buffs have another 2 minutes to kill. This one's sent down. Here's Decker. Bring it over and cleared out again. Tried to find a green jersey to pass it to, and the Buffs were able to clear once more.
Yeah, despite being early on, this is a big kill for the Buffs here. You don't want to. You built up some momentum here early on. You do not want to give that up.
Here's Pietrangelo. He's got Vickers. Pietrangelo tried to go to Vickers, maybe even Lakovsky, but it was picked off and cleared by the Buffs. About a minute gone on this second penalty for Colorado. Bunting still in the box for another minute. Here's Cromwell going to Pietrangelo. And now Riley Huntbond. Across the blue line. Huntbond fires one that gets deflected. Pietrangelo. Lakovsky can't handle the puck and it exits the zone again.
Full change here for the Buffs. Fresh skaters on the ice to probably get a majority of this kill off the board.
Still in the neutral zone. Cromwell just dumps it out. Here's Petrezek. Petrezek shoots one and Ogwin makes the stop. About 30 seconds left on this power play for Colorado State.
Yeah, Lakovsky there a little bit frustrated looking at his teammates on the ice as they went to collect that latest dump back by Colorado. And with 30 seconds left on this penalty kill, Colorado doing a very, very good job thus far.
Cromwell holds, gives to Petrezek. He circles, switches places with Cromwell, now goes to Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo holds. He waits, 10 seconds left on the penalty. Petrezek has Pietrangelo. Tipped away. Here comes Blake Blevins. Blevins makes a move around Rudrow and now shoved off by Pietrangelo. Simon will cover and the penalty's killed.
What a great penalty kill by the Buffs there. They take the second penalty, the 5-on-3, and despite being only for 12 seconds, that's another most of a power play to kill afterwards, and they're able to kill a good, probably near 4 minutes of power play time from Colorado State, and not just kill it, but kill it solidly. Colorado State had, but 1, 2 very good chances, so impressive work by the penalty killers of the Buffs.
Turnover towards Wood. He was looking for McConney. He was not in the right place. Dumped back in by the Buffs. Wood to go chase it down. Kinney will get over there and fight with Vickers for it. Rams will clear. Decker fighting with McConaughey, and now it's stuck in neutral ice. Here comes Colorado State. Popped up in a big hit in the corner by Kinney, and TJ Norris is still down in the corner. They're going to blow the whistle. That was a massive hit.
He went into the boards hard there.
Massive hit into the boards hard, and I think he hit like knees and head first into in almost fetal position into the boards.
Yeah, that one's tough. Trunco helps the trainer over to go check on TJ Norris. Looks to be okay, just a little shaken up after taking the hit. Won't even get off the ice. He'll just go back to the bench.
That's tough. That's tough. That was a large.
I'm actually very surprised Kinney didn't go to the box there because he was pretty far away from the boards there.
I saw it more of as a clean hit that ended up being a heavy hit into the boards, which I think was the right call by the refs. But yeah, there was the possibility there.
Max Pashenik in the face-off circle for the Buffs. He'll take the draw. Marcinkevičius has it. Pashenik trying to get to the loose puck, throws it on, and Simon makes the stop. Puck pops free, and it's cleared out. Big hit from Marcinkevičius, and the puck's been iced by Podlesh.
Marcinkevičius, one of those players on this Buffaloes team that can throw that body. Him, Farrow, a bunch of players like that. So they've got physicality on this team. They've got it to match Colorado State, and based on the energy through this game thus far, I'd say they're going to have to use it for the full 60 minutes.
Pashenik will take another face-off, and he wins this time. Kate fires one, just wide of the net. Farrow holds, goes down low to Pashenik, trying that wraparound pass in front, and now they stop play.
I think the net came off.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to be. Farrow was right in front, maybe trying to bang that pass home, but it was a bit of a bouncing puck, not a great chance.
No, but still a lucky break for the Rams there. A lot of players down low, a lot of players crashing, and would have been tough to either collect or solidly get rid of the puck for the Rams. So.
Pashenik to take another offensive zone draw. This time Colorado wins again. Farrow gets it to Pashenik. Pashenik drops back for Farrow. Farrow sends it around the boards. Kate to go grab it for the Buffs. Down low, works Podlesh off the puck, and now a blast high over the net from Ferguson. Kate tried to put one on net, and it gets deflected by Huntbaum. Ferguson dumps it down and on, so Podlesh will grab it. Podlesh hands over. Dionisio tips the puck, trying to keep it in the offensive zone for the Buffs. First 10 minutes gone from the rec center. 1-0 Buffs from an early goal from Brody Pearson. Borgie shoots one block. Rebound is loose. Simon makes the stop, and it's taken away by the Rams defense.
Sam Simon here locked in early, but the Buffaloes doing an amazing job pressuring the Rams into their defensive zone.
Borgie's shot goes wide on the pass from Dionisio. Stick is loose on the ice right now. Fan on that pass. Cowden fighting with Borgie in the corner. Now a big hit laid on by Petrezek on Borgie. Foy try to get it in the corner. Borgie's over there for the Buffs. He trips. And now the Rams trying to clear the zone. Turnover right in front of the net. Foy scores! Buffs currently have a 2-0 lead. Blevins. Petrangelo has it for the Rams. Oh, sorry. There's a whistle. 8.5 left in the first. 2-0 Buffs after the goal from Keaton Foy. Draw control by Colorado. Here's Quentin Kinney. Gives McConaughey. McConaughey trying to work around Petrangelo. And now Calagrasso takes over for CSU. Here's McConaughey now. Wood has it across the blue line. Gets to Pearson. Oh, and he's taken down. Big hit laid on by the CSU defense. And Kinney responds with a big hit, taking down the CSU defender in Rudrow. He heads to the bench. Now Wood takes over. Wood has Kinney. Wood shoots one, and Simon makes the stop.
Just another example of providing that pressure, leading to chances. Kinney lays a big hit, shakes up the defender of the Rams, and a near break there for Dougie Wood. Saved by Simon, but the Buffs still have the 2-0 lead.
Just under 8 minutes to go in the first period. Buffs have jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Here's Kate. Sent into Marcinkevičius. Pashenik knocked off the puck. Rams take over. Here's a steal. Pashenik stopped and robbed by Sam Simon. Boys had a huge save early in this one.
Oh, for sure. Going down 3-0 this early would be highly, of course, detrimental to the Rams, but massive for the Buffs. And that's a really impressive stop. Just how holding on to the puck there, Sam Simon really well done.
Pashenik wins the draw. Here's Kate. Keeps it in. Pashenik. Now Ferguson throws it on net. It's wide. Kate gets to the puck, tries to throw it on. Didn't get all he wanted on that shot. Farrow holds, knocks the stick off of Noah Green. Now cleared in by the Rams. Buffs will control in their defensive zone. Green does have his stick back. Ferguson gives to Kate. Kate back to Ferguson. Now Farrow dumps it in. It's Bova. Nick Bova gives to Shaw. Little stick there, high stick from Marcinkevičius that they signal now. They'll keep play going though. Trunko Trunco trying to get into the neutral zone, out of the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Can't get there. Simon leaves it for Shaw. 6.5 left in the first. 2-0 Buffs here on ScoBuff Sports. Turnover in the defensive zone for the Rams. DiDomizio trying to pass to Trunco. Is taken away by the Rams defense.
The Buffs are absolutely skating circles around the Rams right now. Offside there, quick. The Rams with that.
Gosnell a little shove on Latkovsky as he loses his stick.
Gosnell over the top to the ref.
Well, I mean, Gosnell drew a ton of attention last night with that big hit on Decker that got him, and both him and Decker ejected. So the Rams not happy with Luke Gosnell right now. Seems to be a bit of a target here tonight.
No, but incredible pace by both teams here, and despite only being up 2-0, Colorado's just been absolutely wandering around the zone. CSU has been basically on the back pedal ever since that first goal, and Colorado's really putting their mark, at least here in this first period.
DiDomizio in the face-off circle for the Buffs, and the Buffs will control. Gosnell gives to Gold, now Trunco. Off the skate of DiDomizio, and now Trunco to pick up the loose puck. Dumps it in, Simon will have to make the stop, and he'll draw the whistle with just under 6 minutes left in the first.
Yeah, just making, keeping the Rams in the defensive zone, even if it's just an offensive zone face-off, a dump in from center ice, likely not going to go in. Anything could happen, but an offensive draw and another chance to keep the possession and keep that foot on the gas.
Here's a shot that gets deflected and goes on the glass. Podlesh trying to get that pass to Maestas, had a little too much heat on it. Gold trying to clear, kept in by Petrezek. Has Maestas, but he loses control of the puck. DiDomizio gives to Trunco, and now Gosnell. Big hit in the corner, and now a whistle offsides is Mark Borghi.
Yeah, I think that was close. That was close. Borghi nearly stayed on side there, but didn't get clean possession of that. If he caught that pass cleanly, I think they would have called that onside, but he bobbled a little bit, causing the offsides, and another close 2-on. That would have been a 2-on-1, I'm pretty sure, if that play continued.
Rams control the draw, and they send it into the Colorado zone. Colagrosso over there for the Rams. And Blevins loses control, but Buffs will maintain possession regardless. Blevins has possession again, and Shaw knocks him off. Pietrangelo picks up the puck for the Rams. Pietrangelo trying to just get any sort of pass, stuck behind the Buffs net, and Colorado controls for a moment.
The Buffs here with incredible communication and passing, especially in their own zone. They've been able to, worry their way out of a couple dangerous situations, really because of their passing is A game right now.
Colagrosso trying to move around the Buffs defense. Kate boxes him out. And they'll 5 players into the boards. Bandoni has it for the Buffs, being chased by Colagrosso. Bandoni trying to make a move, now sends it in. Bandoni still has control. Gets it back to Kate. Kate fires a shot, deflected! And Simon able to make the stop off of the stick of Bandoni.
Really nice shot from Kate there. Just deflected right off the leg of Bandoni.
So now Decker in the corner. All alone for the Rams, loses possession, and now Colorado takes over. Cromwell now for the Rams. Gives to Decker. Decker across the blue line, guarded by Pearson. Rolls into the corner. Decker still has it. Gets it to Cromwell. Cromwell sends it into the corner himself, looking for Norris back out on the ice after that hit from Kinney. Doan shoots one. Ogwin with the glove stop.
Ogwin and his glove. Just amazing.
Like bread and butter.
Exactly. Game in, game out. He wants to flash that glove, and he's catching that puck. Amazing slate. Just amazing play from the Buffs this first period so far.
Here's Cromwell. Gives Decker, shoots one way high after it gets deflected and into the netting. So another offensive zone draw for the Rams. Down 2-0 with just about 3.5 left to go in the first period. We'll have a face-off to the left of Liam O'Gwyn. Draws control by the Buffs. Gold able to get it towards Gosnell. He's got Farrow up there. Tries to nudge it towards him along the boards, and it doesn't work. Mashenik trying to get it over to Marcinkevičius, and Doan gets a pass towards Norris. He sends it in. Here's Gold behind for Gosnell. Gosnell gets it up past Mashenik, and it will be cleared.
Did you see that speed by Justin Vickers there trying to catch up to the play? Unbelievable on the far boards there.
Buffs ice the puck here.
So they'll have to, another defensive zone draw coming up. But yeah, I remember even just looking back last year, Justin Vickers just flying down, up and down the ice, had a lot of speed for the Rams, even though he was listed as a defender last year and this year too. Maybe he's playing forward tonight. I think he is. He took a face-off or two, so here's Cowden with the shot, and the save is made by O'Gwyn. Marcinkevičius blocks that shot unknowingly, and the Rams keep possession. Ford's shot blocked by Gosnell. And Marcinkevičius trying to clear. Stuck in the corner. Floats up behind the Buffs net. Gold still fighting for the puck. Green trying to get that pass to Huntbond just off his stick.
Beautiful play from Gosnell.
Yeah, Gosnell did just enough there to disrupt the shot.
Ohala couldn't keep it in. He did keep it in, but he almost couldn't. And so now Gosnell has it behind his own net, behind the goal line. Here's Mashenik to clear. Tony Ohala to go chase it down for the Rams. Rams bench wanting the icing. Ref's not going to give it to him. Ohala gives it to Green. Noah Green. Lift pass taken away by DiDomizio, and he's offsides. Now, it's a little bit of physicality after the play. Got to be careful. Borgie getting in the face of a player. Ref's got to separate this quickly before it gets ugly. And the Buffs take another penalty.
I mean, yeah, they want to avoid taking penalties where they can, but I have no issue, honestly, with this style of play Colorado is aiming for. You want to get under your opponent's skin. You want to get under your rival's skin, especially at home. They're doing a fine job.
Yeah, that just looked like DiDomizio was in the shot motion as the whistle blew for offsides. The linesman blew that whistle a little late, too.
Yeah.
So I think DiDomizio, in the midst of a shot, sent it on after the whistle, and that's a no-no in hockey. You don't do that.
That's one of those unwritten rules that always is going to tick off the opponent. And so now the ref having to explain this whole situation to the Colorado State bench.
A bench which is filled, by the way, with fantastic uniforms. I really, really do love Colorado. As much as they are our rivals, I know, but they're good. I really like them.
Face-off fought for in neutral ice. And now in the neutral zone, the Buffs take over. Here's Kinney. Quentin Kinney. Going to Trunco. His pass picked off. And, well, Nick Bova couldn't stick with it the whole way through. Latkovsky makes a move. Knocked off the puck by Borgie. Stays with it, though. Borgie does take over for the Buffs, though. Has some room. Pass is almost cleanly picked off by Petrezek. Minute and a half left in the first. 2-0 Buffs here on Sco Buff Sports.
Just lucky that pass was so strong. It rebounded right back to Borgie, I think, but possibly other players.
Mason's trying to pass to Petrezek. He slips and falls. And now Bova takes over for the Rams, getting it to Latkovsky. Latkovsky fires, and glove stopped by O'Gwyn. Latkovsky fans are O'Gwyn raising the crowd. They're getting physical behind the Buffs net. I look down for 2 seconds and the crowd goes nuts. So I don't know exactly what transpired.
O'Gwyn looked like he was talking to the Ram who fired the shot off. I don't know what caused that, but a little bit of a. Would you say that was a brouhaha back there?
Yeah, maybe it was. And so now a player for Colorado State going into the box.
It's just this arguing that decision.
Oh, unsportsmanlike on top of it, too.
So unsportsmanlike conduct on Tristan Maestas, and now they're discussing the whole situation.
I think it was a penalty, and then an unsportsmanlike on top of it, too.
Oh.
Oh, he's gone for the...
Wow.
That might just be for the 10-minute misconduct. Might be back later.
Well, yeah, to be fair, there is only one...
Yeah.
There's a little over a minute left in the first. Makes sense why he's going to the locker room. So, we're not sure exactly what's going to happen to Maestas, but if Maestas can't come back in the game, that's a huge loss for this Ram team.
Massive loss for the Rams. And right now, this crowd is so pumped up. You're going to split this power play, assuming it goes full length either way. With this crowd energy, score here in the next 111 for the Buffs. Going up 3-0 after this first would be monumental.
Thinking about penalties in this situation, this is now the third game we broadcasted this weekend.
Yep.
I think before all four intermissions, so far, there has been a penalty and a power play crossing over in between periods. We're going to be 5 for 5 in the weekend here at the Rec Center. Pearson gives to Gosnell and another penalty coming up.
Yeah, Wood's going to the box. High sticking.
So, I don't even think he knows what he did. So we're gonna have 4-on-4 for the rest of the first, and then into the second period, and then the Rams at the end of this will get a 4-second power play. Is the battery dead? It did. It's died. It's done. Right.
How do you get it out?
Here's Ferguson in the final minute.
Sorry.
Apologies. Here's McConaughey. He gets knocked off the puck. Final 50 seconds. Stick with us here on Scobo Sports. We're figuring out our issues here. Here's Decker. Decker shoots one wide of the net. Here's Ferguson. Up to Pearson. In the final 30 seconds, Pearson tries to throw one on. Pearson behind the net. Pearson looking for Ferguson. Knocked off. Rams trying to get one final rush here in the final 15 seconds. Taken away by Pearson, but can't really draw up a scoring opportunity. Not a clean takeaway.
Surprised a little bit there. They had that puck, unable to keep up the speed.
Latkovsky has it in the final 5 seconds, and they're just going to play to end the period. Decker crossed the red line. Final second. That's it. End of the first period here from the CU Rec Center. Buffaloes 2, Rams 0. Takeaways from the first, guys.
I mean, that's exactly what the Buffs needed to do here to start this second game of the home and home. They started early, scoring under a minute into the first period, and then they kept the foot on the gas the entire time. It felt like we were looking from our spot left almost the entire first period as the Buffs just kept putting pressure. It was like waves on the ocean, one right after the other, And that pressure led to the second goal as well as Foy just able to force a turnover with a hard forecheck and tuck it home to make it 2-0.
Yeah, we've been talking about that need for consistent pressure and that the ability to just hound your opponents on the puck, man on man, in their own zone, whole zone coverage, all that. And really, really well done by the Buffs here in this first period. They were able to complete that to near perfection. They only let up 9 shots on goal, 15 of their own, and 2 of those went in. So massive first period for the Buffs here, and we'll see if they can keep that up in the second.
So the Zamboni comes out. We're going to take a little bit of a break here between the first and the second. We'll be back for the second period of action. 2-0 Buffs going at the end of the first.